Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is my audience.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yay.
Hi.
Okay. I'm gonna pin myself now so you can watch me talk. Author Tom McNeil once wrote, "Distance means so little when someone means so much." Distance has been a factor in my relationships throughout my life growing up, but it has never had such a big impact as it does now. When I moved from the desert of Albuquerque to the mountains of Conifer, I was excited for change. I don't think the 400 miles of distance from my childhood city and my family really set in until the year when COVID-19 swept over the country. I'm sure the pandemic brought many families together, but it also made the distance that much harder. I enjoyed the slow life of pace during the pandemic. Flights were cheap, and I was able to travel back to Albuquerque for the first time since my move. This was before I was old enough to need a job, but too young to have a car. That meant I did have a lot of freedom, time-wise, but not many places to go. So I spent the 2 summers of the pandemic with my aunt and uncle. For the first time, our relationship really evolved from childlike to speaking on adult topics. My Aunt Kira has always been the person I seemingly looked up to throughout my whole childhood. Now she's the person I know I can depend on and trust. While thinking of who to write this tribute to, I remembered a project from my early childhood. Though I don't remember the specifics of the project, I know that the subject was my aunt. Surrounding a photo of my aunt and I, there were words about her, and even to this day, my aunt still brings up the project, "My auntie is epic." When I think of my aunt, I remember all that she has done for me throughout my life. When I was younger, she would tell me stories about me and her when I was a baby. One time, she was too scared to carry me down the stairs, so she shuffled down each stair. Or the first time she found out my mom was expecting, she screamed with excitement to all of her friends. My aunt is a clean freak and she can't stand a mess. It's nice to be in her house except for right after Christmas because she can't stand to have the Christmas tree up a day later. I spent every Easter in her house painting eggs and waking up at 4 a.m. excited to see what the Easter bunny had left. Many summer days in my aunt and uncle's pool, laughing and eating whatever Kira special had been made that night. However scary a Kira special might sound, it's not because she's a great cook. I'd get to search through my huge DVD collection at her house, and we'd stay up watching movies. Because of me, she's probably watched Shrek and The Little Mermaid 1,000 times. We'd wake up early to see the Albuquerque hot air balloons that are always floating around on a clear sky morning. I spent most of my birthdays at their house, swimming in the pool with the hot sun, and the next morning waking up to go to the 4th of July parade. As a tween, her words, not mine, I aspire to be as confident as my aunt. This is a lady who will speak to anyone without fear or embarrassment. She's actually the reason why my mom and dad met in the first place. She turned around college of freshman year in English class and introduced herself to my mom, and the rest is history. Now that I'm older, she's the person I go to when times are hard. She's helped me throughout life, troubles, and given me a place to feel safe. A memory that will always make me tear up was the 4th of July parade the morning after my 14th birthday. This was the first year that my aunt wasn't sitting on the sidelines watching the floats because her dental office made their own float. As I saw the float roll up, it was playing music with people dancing and a person dressed in a giant tooth. When they got to us, the music suddenly changed to a recording song of Happy Birthday. My aunt and I made eye contact as they drove by and we just sobbed. We cried because we knew I'd be moving soon, and we cried because of how special the moment was. At my high school graduation, when we made eye contact with her, it felt the same. I love every moment we've had together. She's the one who sat in the ambulance with me and the one by my hospital bed when I was sick. There's so much more I wish I could say, and I could probably drag this on forever, but what I really want to say is that my aunt really is epic. Thank you.
That was awesome. I'm crying, obviously.